Hi, I'm Mckenzie Santimer, Museum Manager and Exhibit Designer at GIA, and I am standing next to what once was a 6-foot geode, found only in 2014, 6 years ago, in Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil. It was actually discovered by soy farmers as they were tilling their fields and they hit a rock with their backhoe, and they thought it was an ordinary rock, and then they realized it was actually a quartz geode. They carefully unearthed it out of the ground, and they stabilized the piece with a thin layer of cement and chicken wire. And this series clearly shows the layers of agate banding that formed, and then when conditions and space were allowed for the growth of the rock crystal quartz. And quickly started getting on the phone to find this geode a home. And lo and behold, they found an American woman out of Los Angeles who actually works in these large specimens and geodes, and she took the challenge. She quickly imported some customized saw blades out of Germany, and we were told that the saw blade actually took 12 days per slice, and they were actually able to get 16 slices that you can see here. Quickly then they polished both front and back of the geodes, and they were also then customizing the amazing mounts for the preparation of displaying. It was then crated, airlifted to Tucson, Arizona, and in 2018, my first day at the Tucson Gem Show in early February, I walked in with the curator, Terry Ottaway, and our CMO, Catherine Kimmel, into one of the large tents out at the Electric Park, and we walked in and saw this magnificent piece, and it stopped us in our tracks. The sheer size, the gradation, the agate banding, and as we were looking at this piece, that American gem dealer walked up to us and she jokingly said, "Ladies, shouldn't this be in a museum?" And we all kind of laughed. She had no idea who we were. She had no idea really about GIA, let alone that we had a museum in Carlsbad at our headquarters here, just down the 5 freeway from her. And at that point, I knew this piece had to come to GIA. So I asked the dealer, "What inspired you to purchase this geode?" And she's a risk taker. She is enamored with the potential of what this could possibly be. As you can see from this piece here, this is what it looked like from the outside. She had no idea really what she was getting herself into. And it's that mystery and that kind of starstruck moment when you first cut into this piece and see the beauty that these all have. So as we decided to purchase this amazing piece, as the exhibit designer, I was nervous to how are we going to get this to its final spot? And she reassured me that these would be packed in special crating, and they use shreds and shreds of newspapers. And it was pretty impressive when it arrived to GIA to see it in these large, big, you can envision kind of like refrigerator boxes, and they were carefully packed in kind of like nested little boxes, and then arrived here in a U-Haul. Nothing fancy, but definitely secure. And it was like Christmas in April for us as we started to unwrap this piece that we had seen in February and could not wait to get it out in the public. This has been now placed in our Riches in the Rocks exhibit for people to see and for visitors, and we are so pleased to have it part of our campus. We even had a naming contest because this piece needs a significant name. Amongst the staff and the faculty, we came up with the name Eyes of Brazil. It brings me so much joy as I walk into this space and see our instructors holding class here to talk about the quartz, to talk about the crystal formations and the druzy parts of this piece. This is truly a gallery piece that needs to be living in a museum, and we are so pleased to have a piece of Mother Nature here with us at GIA.